All right, guys, welcome back to Downtown Rams. As always, I'm your host, Alexis Kraft, joined here with my co host, Jake Ellenbogen, and we are continuing with our 2024 NFL Draft Prospect interviews. And joining us on the show right now, we have David Ugwoegbu from the University of Houston. David, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing good, man. We appreciate you coming on. Know you're, going through a busy time, of course, during the pre-draft process. So we're going to start you off with two non-football related questions. I mean, I guess you could relate them to football in a sense. But first one, if you had to compare yourself to any fictional character of any entertainment medium, who would it be?
I like that question.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to take that to like superhero. I would say either like Thor or like Black Panther.
Ooh, I like that. Why would you compare yourself to either of them?
Thor, just because like the presence he brings when he's in the room, he has that like dominance type, and then like he's always like head first into the war, and I like that a lot. And then Black Panther, just for the culture, he's very culture guy, and I like to stay connected to my roots as well.
I like that.
Both really good answers, and Jake and I are big Marvel fans, so we like that answer even more. Another non-football related question. What's a unique talent you have that not many people know about?
Unique talent. I'm a really good swimmer. I don't know if a lot of people know about that or not.
Damn. I'm not good at swimming. What makes you so good at swimming? Like you could swim all across the ocean type deal? Like you really fast?
Yeah, I would say I'm a really fast swimmer, and like we did a lot of pool workouts as far as recovery throughout training, and towards the end, all the guys are just floating around, and I can make it down to the other end of one breath, and not a lot of the guys could. So I'd probably say swimming.
Damn. So Jaws ain't gonna get you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's another story, but I'm gonna swim my heart out.
Sounds good on that one. So when did you start playing football?
I started at a really young age, probably third or fourth grade. I was playing the grade up as well, just because some of my best friends, they were all older than me, and I was playing on our little league team with them. So I was playing the grade up until about junior high, when everybody has to play for their own school. So I've been playing ball for a long time.
And growing up, did you watch any NFL football? And if so, were there any players who you idolized and aspired to model your game after?
Yeah, 100%. Growing up, it was Adrian Peterson with the Vikings, though. Like ever since second grade, I can remember watching him. And I played running back in Little League and in junior high. So I would always like watch his highlights every single day, before like Tavon Austin's highlight tape was the hot thing. I was always watching Adrian Peterson's.
No, that's awesome. I still remember when Tavon Austin's highlight tape dropped, and it's like a culture shift, like a culture changer. I can't even explain it. And obviously, being a Rams podcast, I mean, I don't want to speak for Alexis. I didn't know her then, but I remember when they drafted Tavon, and I thought he was going to be incredible. But yeah,
Yeah, agree. And so growing up playing football, then you spent 4 years at Oklahoma, and then ended up transferring to Houston. What led it to your decision not only to go to Oklahoma? So I guess two-part question: to go to Oklahoma and then to transfer to Houston.
Yeah, the decision to go to Oklahoma was pretty easy. They recruited me early in my high school career, and then once Coach Grinch got hired there, and he came and visited me down in my high school, we had a really good conversation, and he set himself apart from all the other coaches I was speaking to throughout my recruitment. So I committed to Oklahoma, stayed there for about 4 years. And the reason of coming back home was just after my senior year at Oklahoma, getting a lot of feedback was that I'll probably be better used on the edge, playing defensive end. Because I was playing Mike linebacker at a stack position at Oklahoma. And so the opportunity presented itself for me to not only come play at Houston, which is my hometown, but also to be playing the right position I needed to be playing to put myself in a position, to play at the next level.
that's a great example. That's a great answer. What was your favorite memory from college?
Favorite memory, I'll probably say every Red River game, every OU versus Texas game that I played in.
Yeah, always a great game. Not just for fans of either school, but I think just all college football fans also like to tune into that game if they can. Pretty classic rivalry.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
looking at your pre-draft process, how's it treated you so far?
It's been awesome. It's really surreal that I'm finally going through this process myself. I've known a few guys who've done it in the past, and you hear all their examples and everything they have to say about it. So, but now it's actually me going through this. So it's really surreal. It's a crazy experience. It's like a lot of uncertainty, not knowing. Like it's a different type of off season. Usually in college you go through winter workouts, spring ball, summer. But like I'm just going. Coming like taking what's coming at me head on, step after step. So, but it's been really interesting, and I've appreciated every second of it.
And you were at the combine, obviously. What was that whole process like? Anything that stood out to you, and did you have a good time doing it?
Yeah, I had a great time there. That was another really surreal experience to go through. The main thing that stood out to me was the medical process, though. I didn't know how much went into the medical and like how much time and detail that they put into, finding every single thing out about us physically.
And looking back at your time playing in college, you played against a lot of really tough talent, both at Oklahoma and playing at Houston. Is there anyone who stands out to you as being one of the tougher guys that you had to face in your college career?
Um, there's a few guys, certainly quarterbacks. Sam Ellinger. In my early years playing against him at Texas, he was really always a tough guy. We would always get after him, get every year that we played him, but he never had any quit in him. So he's definitely one guy I would say definitely stood out to me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good one. I remember when he was playing the Big 12 as well. So, yeah, a little bit of a flashback, but it wasn't that long ago. I'm not trying to call you old.
It goes by fast, but it was a few years ago.
Yeah, no, man, it does fly by.
Mhm.
With that said, obviously playing at Oklahoma, playing at Houston, playing in the Big 12, playing against all sorts of teams, you've crossed paths with a lot of different people. Who are some of the closest friends you made since playing college football?
Closest friends, I gotta go. Brian Asamoah, he's with the Vikings now. Deshaun White, he's with the Panthers in the UFL. We got Perion Winfrey. I got a lot of guys, a whole handful of guys. A lot of the guys that I played with at OU. And then this year, me and Nelson Caesar have gotten really close. He's the other defensive end coming out of Houston. So just like you said, you come across a whole bunch of guys and you just create like great relationships with them. I did some little event with Kobe Bryant and Jordan Whittington out of Kansas and University of Texas, and just guys like that you cross paths with one time, and kind of all on the same mission. So you create great relationships.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very talented players like yourself. And looking at your game, what would you say is your biggest strength as a player?
Definitely my versatility. Like I said, I played stack linebacker at Oklahoma for 4 years, and then I transitioned and played defensive end here at Houston, and I was pretty productive at both. So I definitely say my versatility, and I'm able to be at different spots on the field at any given time.
And what's one area of your game you're looking to improve upon the most?
Definitely my pass rush, just initially with my get off, and then being able to just bend that corner and get to that quarterback after throwing my move.
And this next question is just kind of a fun question. But as a defender, who is the one player in the NFL that you most want to go against at the next level?
Oh, I would say Tom Brady, but he added there. Um, Probably like Trent Williams for the 49ers. He's an OU guy, and he's definitely one of the best. So just being able to see what I could do against a guy like that would definitely be a lot.
I like that. So since we are a Rams based podcast, we always have to ask, have you met or spoken with the LA Rams thus far in the process?
Yeah, at the East West Bowl, I spoke with the Rams, but I haven't heard anything else since then.
Got it. Well, we have to ask for our listeners. They're always interested, but we like to hear that you at least spoke to them. one time. We'll see. The Rams are one of those teams that we're always telling people that you never know. They'll draft people they don't even speak to all the time. It's wild. But you might have heard this question as well a lot recently. But do you love to win more or hate to lose more?
Love to win more.
Finally, somebody on my side of the aisle.
Love to win, definitely. Because I don't know, in a competition, I'm thinking more about like having to win it more than I'm thinking like, oh, I can't lose this. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would say the thing, and I've actually been thinking about this. Like I went on vacation, I was thinking about this because we always hear, and I actually heard someone that we interviewed said the right answer they're looking for is hate to lose. But my argument I would make is that if you love to win more, you're more likely to continue to play. You're more likely to continue after you win a Super Bowl to not just walk away and keep going after more Super Bowls. You're more likely to be a Tom Brady instead of kind of a one-off where you're like, I'm good. That's fine. And I don't know. I haven't heard anybody say it in that way, but that's, now that I've pondered it, that's how I would envision it.
Yeah, I like that answer too, most definitely.
So with that said, who is David Ugwoegbu as a player and who is he as a person?
As a player, I'm just definitely an every down player and someone that can do anything that needs to be done on the field. And off the field, I'll definitely say I'm a man of faith, and just continue to grow and walk in my faith day in and day out.
Awesome. We love to hear it. David, thank you so much for joining us. Before you go, we need a couple recommendations from you because Jake and I are big on recommendations. We love asking these questions. So if you could please give us a movie recommendation, a TV show recommendation, a snack recommendation, and then an album or an artist, either one.
Okay. Movie recommendation, I'd have to go with Dune 2, if y'all have seen it.
So back to back. The last interview said Dune 2 as well.
Yeah,
I need to see it.
Yeah, I just seen it not too long ago. I liked it a lot.
Awesome.
Show recommendation, I got 2 for you. 1 is Prison Break. 2 is Money Heist. Have you ever heard of that show?
Ooh, I haven't heard of Money Heist, but I've heard really good things about Prison Break.
Yes,
I've heard of Money Heist. Is that on Netflix?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
That's
Those
right.
Shows that are like hands down super good. And then what was the next one?
Snack.
Spicy munchies.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yep.
And then next one, song or artist or album. I gotta go Young Thug. Any Young Thug album.
Also good. Good.
So
I
got them all listed in here.
Yeah, Jake writes them down because we have a growing list of all of the things we need to like watch, listen to, eat.
Yeah.
Snacks. I'm gonna have to, based on the recommendations I've got today, this weekend, I'm gonna need to have a night where I have Halo Top ice cream, the spicy munchies.
Yes, those are delicious. I've had to stay away from them. We're on like a strict diet / over the past few months, but that got to be the go-to snack right there.
Yeah, and Dune. I don't even think Alexis has seen the Dune movies yet.
Because I want to do a double header because I hadn't seen the first one, but I really want to see a second. So I keep trying to find time where I really want to do them back to back somehow. So I don't know if I need to wait until Dune 2 is like on Max so I can do it like a day and watch both of them. Yeah. Or I might need to just find time to watch the first one and then go to the theater and see the second. So
yeah, that's kind of how I did it too. I just seen the first one a few days before going to see the second one. The first one's a little slower, but it's really good. And then the second one's really good too.
Yeah, the slow one is definitely, well, the first one is definitely the slow one. The second I heard is like, the change of pace is very evident and the new characters are huge. So I'm looking forward to that and whenever I get a chance to actually watch it. But David, we really appreciate you, man. It's been nice to get to know you a little bit, and obviously put the personality and the knowledge to the player. It's different, when you're watching someone's film, but to be able to actually speak with them is a whole other thing. So we appreciate you giving us that opportunity, and we look forward to watching your career wherever you end up.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Stay healthy.
Yes, man, we'll do. See y'all later.
Take care.